right, guys, today we have a beautiful Wolf Gray SX Prestige X-Pro Telluride, and we're at Tiger Bay State Park right now. We're gonna do a little bit of off-roading, show you the capabilities of this thing, all right? Let's do it. So I'm gonna highlight some of the extra features on this new version of the X-Pro Telluride that I think is a little bit better than the previous iteration of it. Some actual physical hardware on the car and some extra features that makes you it instills a little bit of confidence when you're actually off-roading. So your Honda Trail Sport, your Toyota Highlander, Sequoia, TRD Pros, Tacomas, 4Runners, we got the new dog in town. So right off the rip, the X-Pro Telluride actually has two integrated recovery hooks at the very front in case you need to be pulled off to a safe location out of the mess you're stuck in right now. You can actually use these two. They're hard mounted. We do recommend that you try to use recovery straps. We don't recommend using chains or cables. And you have the two integrated tow hooks into the rear as well. You want to make sure that you use straps that have a minimum braking point of at least 2 to 3 times the gross vehicle weight rating of the Telluride, which is about 6,200 pounds. And we get these 18-inch black alloy wheels wrapped in beautiful tires, Continental cross-contact all-terrain tires. I actually want to touch on the suspension as well, because we're actually using a lot heavier duty suspension as well, right? So it's McPherson struts, stabilizers, and dampeners. So something that we didn't use on the last iteration of the Telluride, we're actually giving you functional upgrades, not just features and functions inside the vehicle, which I will touch on in a second. You actually get increased ground clearance as well, up to 9.1 inches, a little bit better than last year's as well, right? You have better approach angles and better departure angles, making it a lot easier for you actually to go over some of these obstacles that you might encounter out on a trail. I'd like to touch on as well, we have the new McPherson struts, stabilizers, dampeners, but we actually also have the self-leveling rear air suspension on this trim level as well. So in case you're towing something, you put a jet ski, a boat, whatever it is that you're towing, it squats down the rear of the vehicle. It'll actually level itself back out to make sure that the vehicle is more stable on the road. Now let's hop in. Let me show you the ground view monitor and some of the extra off-road displays that they just added to this vehicle. Come on. All right, so inside the 2027 Telluride SX Prestige X-Pro, I'll actually touch on really quickly. You do have still the same concept of the last iteration of the Telluride. You have the full display mirror. So in case you have luggage in the rear that's blocking your view from using the regular rear view mirror, click it forward, and it gives you a live image, very accurate image as well, of what's exactly behind you. You can change the height of it, and you can change the brightness of it as well. Alongside that, we do have your heads-up display that gives you, provides you a lot of really good information at all times. Now, this being the SX Prestige, you actually get the 360 surround view cameras. So something that they did for this year is they actually gave you off-road cameras, like a display in a way. So the very main screen that you have here, you click off-road, boom, gives you a cool little cinematic. And then it gives you all this information, everything from your oil pressure, your 12-volt battery voltage, your oil temp, transmission temp, engine temp. It will give you the degrees of angle that you're turning the wheel over here in the middle. It shows you your pitch and your roll, and it shows you actually what wheel is actually getting more power than the other, because this has an electronic limited slip differential. It will actually also tell you the pressure inside the tires as well, which is actually quite nice. Typically when you're off-roading, most of the time these guys will actually lower your air pressure so you have more grip. It'll show you what terrain mode you're in, 4-wheel drive 4A, for automatic. And the coolest thing is, if you swipe over the screen, you actually have the ground view monitor. This is not something that we did previously before, but so how it works, right, is you have the front camera and the two side cameras on the mirrors. In conjunction, it doesn't give you a live view. There's no camera on the very bottom of the vehicle showing you the the wheels at the front and where they're turning, but the steering input and the 3 cameras will actually show you how close you are to something. So it's not a live video, however, it's very, very accurate. And then you still get your top-down view as well. Here's the thing, right? You have all of these actual functional features on the outside and the inside that make this X-Pro exponentially better than the previous iteration. However, you're not actually compromising any of the luxurious features that you got, right? You're actually adding to it more so. Now you actually have a Meridian sound system that is fantastic. The bass is a lot deeper. You actually have more settings to mess with for the sound. And just overall, the same concept, right? You get that nice suede feeling headliner, the dual moon roofs. You still have your heated cooled seats or heated ventilated seats in the front and the rear. You have your heated steering wheel. You have your memory seats. And the biggest thing that most people are probably going to like is that in the driver's seat alone, you actually do get the massaging seats. And let me tell you, they work really well, by the way. Like, they're excellent, right? So you're not really missing out on any of the luxurious capabilities or the features more so. You're actually just adding on to it. It's a much nicer experience in this when you have the dual wireless phone charger up here. You have the heated ventilated seats. You have the dual 12.3-inch screens with the middle climate screen there as well. And you get your wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Everybody's been asking that for a long, long time. Pretty much all of our other models had it, but now the Telluride has it as well.